demon. So basically, when he is transitioning, at the same second he's transitioning, melees have to move away. They need to move to the back of the room, because we will be having ranged who will be standing around the circular area. So melees, you need to move way over here, and you need to spread out over here. And now the important part for the melees. So in phase 4, he will also do an AoE damage that will hit the whole raid. You need to be spread out first of all, and whenever you get hit by the AoE damage, you are able to move in again and help out with the demons that have spawned. So the demons that will spawn, they will just target a random target. That person will be paralyzed, so that means that that is also why you need to stay away from Illidan. You need to stand at least 15 yards because he has an aura that deals damage, but you need to be somewhat far away, because if he targets if we're unlucky and he targets the one closest, then that person might die. So we need phase 4 is basically just to survive the demons. And we will be having earth-binding totems. Fiola, I would like you to put up a frost trap in front of Illidan, preferably while he's doing, or maybe just stay close to when he is about to cast his demon form. Then you put it down, because we don't want you to be in range of him when he is the demon form, else you'll get killed, since he deals a lot of damage. Nobody should be in melee range at that point. And when he goes from his demon form to his normal form, I will be picking it up again. And remember, when he switches, every time he switches to the one way or the other, he will reset aggro. So that means when he transitions, nobody DPSs. So for the hunters, it is very important. Lilo, you will be standing on this side. I'll just mark myself with a star. So Lilo, you will basically be on this side. You will be helping out with the parasites, putting up traps. Whenever you see the parasite target, just put up a trap. And it is also for phase 4, the demon phase. So when he is about to go into his demon phase, I want you to misdirect Sep and then just shoot him. Just make sure that Sep has the initial aggro from when he starts casting. It is very important. And Fiola is basically the same, but it's in his normal form. So when I'm about to run in, you just do an MD on me, and then I'll just go in and grab. So everybody, all DPSers, just don't DPS right when he transitions. You can start maybe 3 seconds after, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, so basically I want Zebuk Beer, I want you on this side with Fiola. And Zalab, you'll be on the other side with Lilo. So you just make sure to help out with the parasites as much as you can. And once the demons are about to spawn, I want you to just put out a improved blizzard, preferably 3 to 4 yards in front of them, so they will get the maximum effect of the freezing. And we'll mainly be having the healers in the center. So you just go 5 yards away from each other in the center. And Ultraro and Siga, I want you to also try to put up a earth-binding totem just in case. Every slow helps. I mean, if one is too far to the left or the right, it helps with just to put up as much slow as possible. So yeah, that's basically it. Just make sure to stay spread at all times, and just focus on your initial task. And the fight isn't really that hard. It's basically just when people, they tend to roam all over the place. But if you just focus on the demons, the parasites, and stand a minimum 5 yards away from each other, the fight is really easy. So basically, phase 5, it's basically where he just enrages. So every 40 seconds or something, he will do a soft enrage, and I'll be using cooldowns. The maximum of enrages we should get is 3. Since I have last stand, I have 2. I basically have 3 last stands plus shield wall, so I can probably survive 3. But it is very important that I will, if we get there and we see a trap, I will announce it, of course. The trap is very, very nice. It increases damage taken by 100%. So initially, we want to use it where he's very low on HP. So around 10%, maybe 12%. So it will basically be done whenever the cooldown timer is off on the demon. I will basically just make sure to run him over to that trap, making sure that nobody is within my path. So if I shout trap, then everybody should just move to the side so you don't get hit by his breath, because that heals. But we'll see about that when we get there.
All right, just to reiterate on a few points, just to make sure we're all on the same page. The primary issues we ran into last time were in the transitions between phase 3 and phase 4. The first issue was that our tiles was a little bit off, and we had the hunters run in with frost traps while there were still some people getting the Shadow Fiend debuff. Hopefully, the idea we had last time was that if someone gets the Shadow Fiend debuff just before the transition and wants to watch you, either Fiola or Lilo, then the hunter to whom that person runs will not run in and put a frost trap down, in the sense that they will just handle or frost trap the fiends that come out, and then yeah, that will be their focus, right? Because we need the first priority is to handle the fiends here, as we'll have to do with the other first trap. I'm not entirely sure yet whether or not we'll have time afterwards to run in and place the frost trap, at least just in front of the raid. Maybe not close to Illidan, since he has the aura at that point, but just somewhat close afterwards. Although I doubt that's possible, since the frost trap has a 30-second timer. But that's the important part. You don't run in too early on the hunter's part. The transition, I've been told, should take just about 10 seconds from when he kneels down until he rises up as a demon and the shadow aura and whatnot becomes active. So it's important you don't start running in with the frost traps before you see him actually kneel down, start the transformation, since if we have our fiends loose, it's going to wipe us, basically. So that is still the priority. The second part is that, I'm just going to go through phase 4 here, that the blast wave that deals damage to the entire raid, depending on our relative position to each other, happens not continuously, but every 20 seconds during phase 4. So technically, when phase 4 starts, we run back in our positions, and 20 seconds later, we're going to take the raid-wide damage. Then we're going to be standing there fiddling our thumbs for about 18 to 19 seconds, at which point the demons spawn. And I know a lot of the melees here are going to want to run in and help DPS the ads. It's important you don't do this initially. You have to wait. It's going to be about 2 to 3 seconds more, at which point the second blast wave is going to come out and the entire raid is going to take damage. After this blast wave, you have just about 15 to 16 seconds to run in and get back to your positions. The next blast wave is going to happen 20 seconds later, but we want you to be there in good time. So the important part here is just that you run in after the second blast wave and not before. Because if you run in before, you're going to increase the proximity between every person in the raid, and we're going to die from it. So it's very important that you don't rush in too fast, basically. Those were the 2 primary points that wiped us last time. So hopefully we can shoe up those points, and we should be good to transition into phase 5. Regarding what do you want to say? Yeah, regarding the traps in phase 5, Pumpkin, if you could potentially, because I don't think you have that much to do after you have been tanking your fire elementals, correct? I'll take that as yes. If you can locate the traps, maybe I'll give you a circle, because I know FAS will be busy with tanking Illidan and moving him out the fires and whatnot. So it might be good to have a visible pointer where we know we can find the traps if they will be needed. So if you can take care of that. Let's see here. Regarding phase 2 and the healers, we have Liverpool. You were here last. No, yeah, you have been here for one phase 2, but not the entirety of it. And Ireland is your first time. I think the rest of you have all been here, right? All right. So basically, let's set up the group positions here as well. First, we're gonna have group 1, the Hunters, with Trados standing here. It's gonna be group 1's position. We're gonna have group 4, I think, down here. Group 3 up here. And then the Hunters, the melees will be on this side initially. Or maybe I should give myself a mark as well. Triangle here. While we're DPSing Pumpkin Sats, which is going to be on this side. And then, of course, once we swap here, you just swap with the Hunter. The Hunters move to this position, and you will move to this other position. And remember, for those who stand at the sides here, the western and eastern location, that the fire will hit at the edge of the inner circle here. So you can't stand out here. You have to move in just a little bit, like here, and you should hopefully be free from the fire. During this phase, we're going to have Edel healing Sylvia, and Niall and you will be healing Pumpkin. Morka and I will be healing both the tanks, and the 2 shamans and Liverpool will be on raid healing exclusively. That's going to be a lot of raid healing. Every X amount of seconds, if it's 30 seconds and 1 minute, he's going to do a barrage on one person.
I will announce.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Whereas that person is going to take a lot of damage over a period of, I think, 10 seconds. So it's important. There shouldn't be any fireballs while this is happening. So you should be free to just spam heals on that target. And that goes for the raid healers. Not so much the tank healers. If you can spare a global cooldown, then feel free. But generally, the tanks are taking a shit ton of damage in this phase. So just pay attention to your respective targets. And other than that, the only one who's really going to take a lot of damage is going to be Theus. You're going to have to throw a quick heal on the people being Shadow Fiend debuffed. They're going to take X amount of damage every second while debuff's up. And we also, in phase 3, we're going to have something called Agonizing Flames that deals increasing amounts of damage for the next minute. So you need to look towards them and throw them a heal once in a while. But during phase 3, at least, it should only be Theus that's taking damage. During phase 4, Sep will do a lot of self-healing and won't require that much heal. The main requirements are going to be coming from the raid. It's going to need to be healed up quickly after every 20 seconds. Hopefully, our shamans will do a lot to assist in that department. But I think, yeah, that's generally how it's going to work. We're going to be split out in... Or do you want to do that today? It is still split us out in phase 1, or just stand in so we have an idea of where to stand when we move into phase 3?
Yeah, that would actually be perfect. So basically, try to locate a position. Healers, preferably, that is the shamans especially. Just try to find a spot on the center.
We can do it rather simply. I think just throw group 3 to the left, group 4 to the right. So at least hold it for DPS wide. Healers try to find a spot in the middle. So spread out over this area. Basically, I'm going to run the edges here. This is the edge. So spread within this area. And let's hold, group 3 to the left, group 4 to the right. We're going to have the hunters on the edges, and then have the healers in the middle, basically. And it's just important that you stay with 5 yards between each other. In phase 3, it's not hugely important. In phase 1, it's not. It's mostly in terms or regards to learning your positioning and how to move while still staying spread. So we are putting a little more pressure on ourselves in phase 1 in order to have an easier phase 3, basically. That's how it's going to work.
So basically, in phase 1, I will just be doing the casual, just start to tank him on this side, and then I'll just move into the center. But remember, in phase 3, I will always be tanking him in the center-wise. So that means that you need to be a little bit further in phase 4 when it pops. So Manbo, for example, if you stand where you are now, So whenever he transitions to a phase 4, you just go 3 steps back. And once he changes his to his normal form, you just go 3 steps forward again. Just so we win time on the shadow demons that spawn. That 1 to 2 yards can actually save lives. So. And it goes for everybody, every range. Move 3 steps back. Phase 3, move 3 steps.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's get it rolling.
Okay, yeah, let's buff up. Stack up and buff.
A phase?
Yes.
Can you hand me an assist so I can swap myself into group 1 to give Sylvia a commanding shout during phase 3? Or rather during phase 2?
Of course.
Thank you.
And Pumpkin, if you can also keep an eye on Ultrado versus Siga, swap them depending on who needs the Gorky the most.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit low, but yeah, we hear you.
That's alright. Sounds like you're using a different mic than usually.
He fucked up his mic.
All right, let's get it going. Okay, everyone is ready, so I'll start it out. Just remember to focus on your initial tasks, and should be fine.
I should have slaughtered you and your malformed brethren long ago.
We've come to end your reign, Illidan. My people and all of Outland shall be free.
Boldly said, but I remain unconvinced.
The time has come. The moment is at hand.
You are not prepared.
Mambo. Oh. Remember to try to remain spread, guys, if you can. Fiola. Solid.
Put it further away, Lilo. The traps if possible.
Marker. Sep. Bulk. Invoking. Right, middle. To your positions. Remember your group position.
Kill the fiends.
5 assistants total. Remember your healing assignment.
Beam on Sylvia's side. Sylvia, careful. Barrage and Kion. I have last on pumpkin. So. Millie's careful. Invoking. Invoke.
Swap target if you're about to crawl.
Beam on Sylvia's side. Sylvia, careful. Liverpool, he'll do.
What about heroes?
Pop it after the first one. Okay, pop Harrison now.
Hunters immediately swap.
Careful of the fire. barrage him on top of it.
Oh, just divine shield out of it. I got him.
Peter, Sylvia, go off.
Ready for barrage. Nylon. Shield.
On Sylvia's side, careful, careful. It's coming the other direction.
What?
Ouch.
Right. What is it? Was it the I-beam? Did we... Just don't, I mean, whatever you do, just don't get hit by the I-beam. We can handle you standing in fire for a bit. Don't worry too much about that if it means avoiding the I-beam. Oh, you wasn't hit? Okay. What? Alright, let's see. If it's possible, try to see if you can just run through them. I don't know. You managed the perfect last time, I'm sure. Let's see here. Place hits. Did the fire system totem drop by the end? We seem to have a lot of high ticks. At least if you're standing in fire, Sylvia, try to see if you can avoid standing in multiple fires, because sometimes they overlap each other, and I can see here you're standing in multiple fires, basically, and 2 fires at the same time, which is basically what... So you're ticking twice every second, which is what, yeah, does it in the end. Oh, oh, okay. Okay. I should have said it to you as well. I totally, yeah. All right, fair enough. I thought that was an obvious. Never mind. Yeah, just like last time, it doesn't go for phase 2 since he's providing the fire system. Yeah. I should have given more explicit commands to everyone. And now the swaps pumpkin, if you're swapping them, just so they also know, depending on what totems they're using. At least that way we can also prevent an unfortunate swap.
Alright, that was a trial. Everybody get here fast. Oh, fuck. Very nice handling in phase 2. Just keep it up. And yeah, no swapping in that phase. We just need to kill them, and then afterwards we can do the swap.
Right. Very good first try.
Maybe you're right.
1 second. Right, ready?
Right. Starting.
Your duplicity is hardly surprising. I should have slaughtered you and your malformed brethren long ago.
We've come to end the reign of terror. My people and all of Outland shall be free.
Boldly said, but I remain unconvinced.
The time has come. The moment is at hand.
You are not prepared.
Full throttle. Okay, bot. Dimble. Hint. Liverpool. Commanding shout. Full throttle. Right, let's go.
Okay, move to your position. Beam on pumpkin. WIP from Prot. Beam on Sylvia's side, Sylvia careful. If your aggro is high on the main target, switch to the Barrage and Marco.
Cloak of Shadows. That doesn't work. Fair enough. Wonder if you can vanish it. Try that next time.
Okay.
Beam on pumpkin. You pop Harrison now. On Oak. Beam on pumpkin side. Careful. Can Lee and Hunter swap places?
Hunter's me.
Barrage on Liver. You live. Beam on Sylvia's side. Sylvia, careful. Araja Mantle. Team on pumpkins. So, just Lilo and Fiola move up.
Alright.
On Temple.
Sylvia, risk off the pit.
Okay, get to your position.
Don't forget to open a path to Atheus.
Remember to stay spread. Melees in 2 groups, preferably 3. Solid.
I got it again.
Remember to move out after you drop them, and you can DPS out. Stay spread, guys. Stay spread. Stop standing on top of each other.
Okay.
Right. Move a little bit back, spread out, 5 yards between. Get away from set.
Invoki has Parasite.
Right, get the parasites.
Parasite in the middle.
Yeah, I got Parasite again. Moving
Fine.
away.
Parasite in the back.
You can't reach when you go that far back.
Yeah, but I couldn't go near the raid.
All going to get up step here. Okay, get away with the demons. What?
There's a demon on Zed.
Kill the one at set.
TBS demons, guys. It's way too slow.
Is that dead?
Flame burst.
As you need to focus the one on and survive.
Alright, alright. We need more faster damage than the demons, but otherwise, alright. And remember... Sorry. You go away. Remember on transitions here, the Shadow Fiends are still the most important part. We seem to have plenty of slows with the blizzards and the... I know what. There's no reason... Oh, never mind. So just be ready for that. It's still the same locations you run to when you get the Organizers or the Shadow Fiends into the transition. You run to either Fiola or Lilo, and they will hopefully remember not to run in before the transition starts. And when they see you coming towards them, they will prioritize that task over any other. So that is by far the most important. So stop trying to run for them or survive, just die. So yeah, that really, the handling of the Shadow Fiends and transitions is really something we need to nail. Just that really is the most important part. And when you get the Shadow Fiends, you run to the spot As soon as they drop, you can see them spawn, basically like the Ghost and Gorfiend, and you run out. Or if you made you blink out, I don't care what you do. You don't do anything. You just run out, and after you moved out, you can turn towards them and start evasing. But you need to make distance. There seems to be something about if people stay there, stand there, they will get the Shadow Fiends again, and we can't have this. So you need to move out as quickly as possible. Was there a lack of frost traps on the last one, Salib, or what exactly seemed to be the issue?
Last one was Invoke from Zabokir. I tried to save it, but then I got it and I moved.
Can you explain to me what exactly happened with the last one?
So Invoke caught it, then it got to Zabokir, I think. Then when doing the slows, they went out of the slow. So Invoke caught it, and then I got them. Then I think. Then yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm also we didn't have frost trap on. Okay, so yeah, remember hunters. That is the most important part. Is the frost traps on the fiends. So if we get one, then make sure that you know that the other hunter is taking care of that fiend handling before you run in to place the trap. We do need the melees on the fiends here or the demons, Marco. They just can't stay in for long. You got about 10 seconds. I don't know if you can run in and throw 3 or 4 hits off and then run back. But yeah, it's important you're back.
It's not. I don't see it as viable just because we go 10 seconds in back.
You have 20 seconds in
Sometimes you
between
can
the
charge
bursts.
or you cannot. It's 4 hits. Sometimes it's not enough.
No, 4 hits. But 4 hits it's 4 hit versus 0, right? So I would definitely say, I mean, you just need to you need to accept the fact that you can't do much, right? So you run in, you hit them for 2 or 3 seconds. Hopefully, it won't be necessary. I'm not sure why the damage on the demons was so low here. If we were not focus targeting them or whatnot, but basically we need to kill them. You can sacrifice your positions to kill the demons within those 20 seconds. You just need to be backing them once those 20 seconds passes, because then the AOE damage will come again. But we need to save your cooldowns for that if you need to, and don't hesitate to break formation slightly until the demons are dead, at which point you will just run back again. But it's very important you're back again in time, so to speak. But of course, if the demons get to people, then it's also a wipe. So technically we have to kill them, and we have to kill them in time.
Is it possible to mark the demon which is closest to one of our raid members?
Yeah, I can.
We can, but the main focus here is just that whenever it hits Sep, it's the main prio, and he's on the right side. It's basically you basically just need to burst them down. It doesn't really matter which one is the closest. People should be somewhat spread out, and they should die pretty fast. I mean, we can't have them alive too long. You need to really improve the damage on the demons.
So what you're saying is that it shouldn't matter which one we kill first?
Well, of course, the closest one, you can see the beams, actually. You can see the actual beam from the demon towards the target. So if you see a beam that is towards the closest target, you focus that one first. And those on the side of Sep, if you see him with a demon, you need to focus that one first, because we can't afford him dying at all. We should have enough damage to kill them before they reach anybody, pretty much. They don't have that much HP. And if all the range, just focus them down. It's basically just every range, just focus them down. Once they're dead, you can go back on the boss. You don't DPS the boss if the demons are up.
You should try to reach the front when you're spread. I mean, the boss is standing around this area right here, should be at least. So if you're ranged, especially I think you have, 35 yards, 40 yards, something like. So you want to be, if you're ranged, you want to be standing in the front lines, preferably, somewhat at least. especially as a damage dealer. So the heal is going to be standing a little bit in back, but you can, I should say, you want to try to maneuver so you can at least hit him as a range in that second phase, either by running towards the sides here. You don't want to be standing all the way back here. That's only for the melees. We just need 5 yards between us. Hopefully we'll have something like in this phase here, ranged and then healers and then melees. We're probably going to end up with some mix of the two here. Now, if you can't manage to clear a space, that's just how it is. Don't worry too much about it. You should be able to reach the demons at least when they come towards you. But just remember, I think the important part here is to understand, or at least remember that the AoE damage and the importance related to the distributed setup is happening every 20 seconds. Between those blasts, we can technically move free. We don't really want to be moving around too much because we want to try to hold a tight formation. But we're not. I mean, nothing is going to kill you if you move in between people after a blast. So you can freely maneuver in between. So if you need to reposition, right, you just wait for the blast and you position yourself differently. So yeah, that's basically. You have a good approach. Yep.
Kelgras and Morka, say when you're ready. Okay, everyone is ready. Let's go.
Your duplicity is hardly surprising. I should have slaughtered you and your malformed brethren long ago.
We've come to end your reign.
Basically, it's just 3 things. You keep your minimum 5 yards range, you kill the parasites, and you kill the demons. I know it sounds easy, but if you just focus, concentrate, and we will.
The time has come. The moment is at hand.
You are not prepared.
No curse of recklessness. Please.
Sep.
Marco. Kilo. Dimble. Sevokir. Stiga. shelters. End. Shadow Fiends on Zep. Let's get the Shadow Fiends, guys. Oh, get heal up. Throw some buffs on him if you can.
Last on pumpkin side. Dimple. On Sylvia's side, careful. Sir.
Nice.
Pop Harrison. Beam on pumpkin side.
Careful, melees.
Barrage on ult. Beam on Sylvia's side. Sylvia, careful.
Careful with positioning, guys. Barrage soon.
Barrage
Shiga.
Shiga. Stay calm. Beam on pumpkin side.
Barrage soon.
Barrage and Sylvia. On pumpkin side, careful.
Barrage.
On Kelthras. Okay, move to your positions. Stay away from the fire.
Don't go through the fire. Fuck, this is... Just take him in this area.
Yeah, just...
Between these pillars. Just keep him there. Keep him in this area. Please melee spreads. Taking too much damage.
You in the cloak.
I'm gore kick. Gore kick get in range.
He's here.
He's too far.
Okay, I'm lagging.
I got a spike.
Yeah, we are all lagging.
Alright, fair enough. I suppose that's a lucky way to end this. Alright, if we get the fires like this, we're just gonna have to reposition on our side. It's important you take your positions relative to Illidan and not some fundamental static position we initially start out with. So if we have to move him over here, you take your positions relative to where Illidan's positioned, because we can't wait for the fire to disappear, and we can't move through it. So hopefully it won't happen again, but if it does, then reposition. Well, let's be glad that we were about to lose with the Shadow Fiends here. Otherwise, we might have been very disappointed about this.
Can look back.
Was a rollback.
Yeah.
At least no repair bills.
Yeah. Well, you got the hang of it, so it's not a problem.
Yep, now we have to focus on phase 3 and 4.
Yeah, because phase 2 it's the hardest phase. 3 and 4 is just about the correct positioning, handling the parasites and the demons. And also for the ranged DPSers, if you see there isn't a trap up on the parasite mark, I want you to help with DPSing them as well. They really don't have that much HP, so you can just burst them down really fast. A manbow, you can put up. You can, if you're close to the target, you can put up a earth binding totem, a frost shock, just whatever it slows them, and just nuke them fast. If we have just 2 DPSers on them, it's just they will just die instantly. But Yeah, there has been a lot of rollbacks today.
What is it adding? Some new horse or something?
No idea.
Quite sure that means outside of Muro, right? He's coming tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
Ooh, we don't have to rebuff. That's nice.
Also, you didn't lose some things.
Hmm?
If you check, even the food buffs up.
Yeah, that's true. That's nice.
Not all the buffs. Yeah.
You lost. Okay.
I lost stamina as well.
Alright.
Yeah, we need a full rebuff instead.
Do you lose your elixirs too? Or...
Nope.
Ooh, just imagine that happened at 10% or something.
Zebo, are you ready? Alright. Let's go again.
Yep. Very good job at getting the last fiends. We got some very unfortunate fiends between phase 1 and phase 2, but we managed quite well. How did Illidan die? Was that the fire?
He got hit by the element.
Instantly.
Ah, okay. Oh, right. Post image, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's pretty random right when it starts.
Yeah.
People should just stay away, maybe go in the middle section, and once they're grabbed, you can move to your designated location.
Not a bad idea.
My people and all of Outland shall be free.
Boldly said, I remain.
Okay, keep up the focus, guys. You're doing amazing.
The moment is at hand.
I got another
Lag again? Oh my god, what the fuck is up with this crappy server?
Yeah, let's hope it's a rollback though.
Isn't there a guy DDoSing the server? I just read about it. It's no.
They said they had it under control at least. Isn't there people DDoSing these kind of servers every day almost?
I remember on Let's Hope we had one of them too, and he ruined our whole raid evening.
Yeah. Yeah, I think on Kroner about 4 years ago we had an entire month that was lost because of DDoS attacks.
By the way, I think some guy was pissed that they're gonna launch a fresh server. He was threatening like to DDoS it.
Well, I mean, I can't help but agree with the guy. But, it's a bit of an odd. I don't know if it's an odd choice, but.
No, they're giving it to the Reddit crowd who's just trolling the entire server to death.
I'm just worried if we get to phase 4 or 5 and it happens, I would be really salty.
Oh, there's nothing we can do if it does.
Don't touch what you can't afford.
We just have to assume it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's lame enough as it is. Yeah, like I said, they're just giving in to a bunch of trolls from Reddit, and that's gonna kill the server eventually. Same
They're
with,
giving it to what, sorry? Oh, what is this? Right, implemented instant levels 58. They were actually not kidding about it. Damn.
No, they're not. So same with a fresh server. They're not kidding about that either.
Apparently not.
It's the reason why they stuck to it as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure I see the point of it. But,
well, I get that eventually most people will have cleared all the content and you want to do something new, but this is not the right way.
Yeah, but do you want to do the same content again? Right off.
Well, pretty much that argument. But I get that there will be people who want to start on, who just want to do Burning Crusade again. But honestly, they should just stick with the progress through expansions idea. As sure as hell, I'm not going to redo everything in Burning Crusade again.
Yeah, I mean, you still have a lot of guilds who haven't even cleared tier 5 content, so I think it's rather silly to just make a new server when you have the majority not even clearing tier 6. It's just...
Well, we don't know when it's will happen. I mean,
It'll be a while before they'll be able to implement all of that. It would be nice that they actually learn from the part that, well, they did a lot of things wrong this time. It would be nice if they implemented the seasonal things and such, but honestly,
yeah. Nylan and Malcolm, are you ready?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
Sorry, we need to speed it up. We are wasting time. So, Malcolm. Alright, that's good to hear. Okay, start.
Rebuff on group 2, please.
which one?
Group 2.
What buff?
Druid buff.
Druid buff.
Group 2?
For Marco, at least. Thanks.
Okay, let's hope it doesn't happen again. At least let us get to fight him and not just let us waste 30 seconds and then get on.
You're gonna wait for us to kill them, then roll back.
Oh, that's it. Invoke you. Careful, you don't have 2 times the debuff. Lilo on the Seraphins. Marco. Mambo. How's the internet, Pumpkin? Heal. Simple key. Marco? Right. Right, melees.
GG.
Let's keep on going.
It's on pumpkin. On set. Beam on pumpkin again.
Barrage incoming.
Barrage and Sylvia. Beam on Sylvia's side. Sylvia, careful.
Alright. Let's try to minimize these kinds of death in all cases. Why, thank you, Illidan. They don't despawn? Okay, I'll just release them. No, it's fine. I don't want to waste the time. Just an island, you have to remove it. They're gonna respawn.
I see, I see. Take me.
Let's remember that phase 2 is not the meaty's phase, so let's just stay alive.
Yeah, the visual was hard.
Yeah. I would just prefer the melees don't go to the don't damage them. I don't want to see melees dying to phase 2 at all. Just stay inside the circle and don't do anything.
Would you? Sorry, go ahead. I don't know. I think we will. I mean, you just need to be careful. We do need a slight DPS from the meaties in phase 2 because it's otherwise it's going to be a very long fight. I think. I mean, we haven't had issues with it. We had three phase 2 that went perfectly with the meaties not dying, so that's not again too hasty on that one. But yeah, you do all have no cost, but that's true. Just be careful, right? We really can't. It's a dumb death. Yeah, I think it spawns both where it has been and in front of it whenever it used to W. I don't know, Pumpkin, you can probably answer that better than I.
Yeah, I believe the hitbox on the elemental is pretty massive, or not. It's pretty big. So just always make sure to stand max of the hitbox. If you don't die, yes. Kiona, if you just focus on standing max of the hitbox, you shouldn't be getting the flame damage. And if it happens, then it's just a flaw in the game.
There will be time. Well, you know that already, right? Yes, you seem to be moving quite well in and out, depending on how the fire is. Just don't take chances. Right? It likely is. It always is.
Well, the dark, oh no, the turquoise blue is, the beam blue is, not the regular elemental fire. Okay, let's get it on. Nice to see. Everyone is ready. Go.
Arcana. Your duplicity is hardly surprising. I should have slaughtered you and your malformed brethren long ago.
We've come to end your reign, my people, and all Outland shall be free.
Boldly said, but I remain unconvinced.
The time has come. The moment is at hand.
You are not prepared.
Illidan? An ogre? Lilo? Leopold, teach yourself to stand still in this fight as much as possible. Just so you don't accidentally start moving in phase 3 as well.
Siga?
Set. Fiola. Stop.
Okay.
Get the fiends. Get the
Remember to
fiends.
stay in the center, and once we have get the fiends. Okay.
Alright. Morka, can you get me up?
Okay. Get it. Beam on Sylvia's side, so be careful.
You lose your range.
Okay. Horizon Liver. Beam on Function side. So be careful.
Please get out. And get out.
Yeah, sorry, thank you.
Pop Harrison. Horizon Fiola.
Don't get too far away, Pumpkin.
Careful that you don't overreact. Beam on Sylvia's side, Sylvia careful.
Barrage soon.
Horizon Siga. Release and hunters switch places. Beam on Sylvia's side again. Careful. Stay calm. On Invoke. Beans have to close too. Don't worry about the bean, it's on the other side.
Barrage soon.
On Fiola. Team on Sylvia's side, Sylvia careful.
Barrage incoming.
Mataba, move to
Don't stick there. Sable. Good job.
Don't forget your health stone if you have them. If you get too low, pop a health stone.
Okay, get to positions. And the other part if possible.
Remember to spread out. Melees in 3 groups of 2 at least. Counter us. Melees, are you spread?
Yeah, we are.
Alright.
He made an 10.
Ready for fiends if we get them. Alright, move back range, move back, play spreads.
Fiends and Zalab.
Yeah.
Kill Fiends.
Dead.
Spread out.
Guys,
Don't stand
stop
too close.
next to each other. Get the raid off. Get ready for the demons and wait for the blast before you move.
I'm coming soon.
Wait for the blast.
Okay, demon on demons, back.
Yeah, you can move. My media's back.
Flimber soon.
Get the last demon, please.
Very
Take the
good.
position, stay spread, stay spread. It's gonna come now. Get the raid up. Some of you are standing too close to each other.
Normal form.
Alright, normal phase, back to your positions.
Careful, aggro reset.
Guys. Getting up hints. Member. Kills on member. Commanding.
Demo shout.
I thought we had Curse of Weakness.
Only in the first 2 phases.
Right, alright. Demon shut up.
Careful fiends if they come.
I'll keep Thunderclap up as well.
Pumpkin.
Demon now. Demon.
Range move back. Stay spread. Here comes the burst. Sebukir, stop your movement, for fuck's sake. Place yourself better. Get the raid up.
Stay spread.
Wait for the burst. You're too close, Sever. Oh, not you, sorry. Oh, it's Keltos.
Demons.
I can't blizzard them.
Wait for the Shadow Blast.
Get the one on set first.
Zeb's dead.
You can move. Fuck, what the?
I said there's one on Zeb.
Yeah, we don't have any frost traps, we don't have any slow effect on it.
I couldn't blizzard them on the mob got me. The demon.
Right. What, did we have Earthbind totems down here in phase 4? And the last one? And the shamans confirm, or deconfirm, that they are placing down Earthbind totems in phase 4. And the melees, the timers are gonna be off on every other try, but the first, every other phase 4, 3 and 4 than the first one. So don't trust the timers. Just wait for his animations. You can basically follow. He is gonna be the timer. You can stay in DPS until he starts going down into his his transformation. At which point you move back. We have 10 seconds to reposition us, and the blast is going to happen very soon after he transitions. So it's very important if you stop moving next to each other. Like, find a position. If you arrange a position within range of him, within that area you're already positioned, where you're not standing 4 or 5 yards next, within 4 or 5 yards of someone else. I don't want to see it. It's such a simple aspect. And don't stand too close to the boss either. So someone standing way too close, if you get targeted by a demon, you're dead. No way about it. You're moving back. Otherwise, good try.
I'm stuck in the loading screen. Is anyone else? Does anyone else have this problem?
Nope.
If someone...
I reload.
Paladin, stop divine interventioning anyone. I mean...
I actually had the problem and I restarted my client and now I am in chat.
What killed you on the transition? Did you demo shout or Wonder Club or something?
No, I was standing far away from him, but he was walking towards Marka initially, and I didn't react quickly enough, so I had a swing on him.
Alright. And remember, when the demons come out, if Sep gets a demon, that one has priority over every other demon. He's going to be closer, and if he dies, we wipe. So focus on that one. And by all means, stop the boss before the demons come if you can. I know it seemed we had a little bit of trouble with positioning. Hopefully people will get better at it. But yeah, that is the crucial part in the last, basically the last part of the fight. It's just that those demons, I'm not sure. We seem to be lacking a bit of damage on them. I'm not entirely sure why that is.
There are a few of us stuck as a ghost in Shatwrath.
Oh crap! I'm trying to log in and out and see if it changes. It probably doesn't.
Start running. They're right here.
Unless we can rush you up here. I don't know if we can. We can see if we can.
It was.
So basically for the shamans, that goes for Utraro and Sika, since you'll be somewhat close to the boss, but not too close. So whenever you see him transforming into the demon, you just go in, you put in a Earthbind totem, and then you move to your position again. Preferably a little bit more back, so you don't get too close to the demon.
So Invoker is gonna be.
Also, we have, I don't know if Zebo, if you're improved as well, but we need to have them slow all times.
I think both mages have improved. But we can't miss the Shelter Scouts. Gorky, can Hoga start running? You might have to, so we might as well start now.
No, Gorky is here, Lane.
Yeah, thank God Resurrection works.
Oh, it does work. Okay. Lovely.
Yeah.
Oh. Not on all.
Yeah, of course I relocked.
And I'll say it again. If you see Seth getting targeted with the ghost, I want everybody on that side to focus it down fast. We can't afford him. We have a lot of room. There is a reason why this place is.
So should I maybe run back? I have all this path I can take. Should I run back to maximize the distance for the demon?
So what's going on? Can you enter the instance?
They're at chat, I think. This is not going well today.
Well, one good try.
One good kill.
It's a little far-fetched.
I used to have a game, Guildmaster, they used to say, a good try is a good kill, because if you kill it, then everybody did good.
I would feel we would be betraying Ninandra if we would kill it today. I don't know how I would feel about
Why isn't he here?
Originally, Vachili and me, we have been invited on to a birthday, and we thought it would take longer, but we get back home at 10 minutes, at 7:50, something like this.
Okay.
But I'm here boosting your mental state.
First time I'm
And,
hearing you. How is that boosting a mental state?
What?
First time I'm hearing you. How is that boosting the mental state?
You're hearing me for the first time? Really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Shows how much attention Salve is paying.
Maybe he just muted me. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, just imagine me jumping around in my flat with some, what are they called, pom-poms in German? You know, what the fluffy
Yeah,
things
yeah, yeah.
cheerleaders are using?
Yeah, with a mini skirt.
Go, 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 go! You can do it!
But for real, you're rooting for us not to take him down. You want to be part of it, right?
This was kind of silent.
Cuna. Your hammering on your keyboard sounds like you're playing 2v2 right now.
Can you hear me right now?
Yes, of course.
But I'm not even pressing the key, so I don't understand. I will come
He's
back.
playing piano, man. There's no keyboard.
Yeah, I'm a keyboard guy. I come back. Is it okay now? Can you hear me?
Do it again, please. Wait, do it again, please. I can hear everything, man. Just do it again, please. Sorry.
Yeah, it was my key binding. It was stuck. I don't know why.
I can still hear it. What's this, man?
Alright, Cuna and Gorkik are alive. Can we summon them? Cuna, can you take the summon?
Nope.
Right.
I'm flying. Oh, I have the summon now.
Right. Rebuff Cuna and Gorkik. Or the whole raid. So we're missing Adel and Theus.
Seems so.
So Epi.
Adel, are you ready?
Epi, should I run back before the demons? Should I maybe go all the way here?
Is his range that long?
60 yards.
I suppose we could try to pull him over in that direction. We just have to adjust so the raid would move. It does put some strain on the ability of the raid to, I don't know, I guess they can lean left. So yeah, I think it should be fine. You can try to make well, the problem is if you run to the other side, then or opposite, like up here is what you want, right? But if that's the case, then the demon is moving away from us. So if we need to kill it fast, that's counter effective, right? Or
Can Marco
counterproductive.
give an idea? How about we get Illidan a bit further to the other pillar, so he can just run a bit in a straight line?
Yeah. So you want?
If you get Illidan around here,
Yeah. So his can just move in this
and
direction.
he can just move in the he can just move in the normal direction. He can move directly to the pillar. Just in a straight line. Instead of moving to sides or something or too close to the raid, he can just move in a straight
Then
line.
we're running into the side. I mean, the benefit with moving him here would be that he could be positioned, in this direction without hindering the pillar. Yeah, we could technically. I mean, the Illidan should technically be moved towards that direction automatically if we start here. Start moving him this direction. I think it should be fine because we're not really we might start out here, but we're moving him this direction, right? So we're ending up here or something. Suppose it should be all right. I think the pillar should be a fine spot to stand, like here. Yeah.
It should be.
Sam, are you there? FAS?
I need a target.
Oh God, no.
Did he say anything?
I'll give it 30 seconds, and then they comment, "Oh wait, I'm in fire resistance gear."
After he gets one shot.
All right, FAS.
Direct.
Sorry about that.
Let's kill him.
Yep, let's do it this time.
Nylan, Oak, Marco.
Alright, let's go.
So Atheist, can Illidan stop by the end of phase 3, maybe a bit further away from where I stand? Maybe this point?
Yeah, I'll take him there.
I should have slaughtered you and your malformed brethren long ago.
We've come to end your reign, Illidan. My people and all of Outland shall be free.
Nobly said, but I remain unconvinced.
The time has come. The moment.
Okay, let's focus up.
You are not prepared.
Pumpkin, why do you have no mana? Dimble? End.
Come, little boy. Nice crits.
Nine.
Ah, fuck me, sorry.
No worries, all solved. Solved. The fuck.
Mambo. Commanding.
He's using my mana pots.
Yeah, he's TB.
Dimble.
Never trust a self-righteous dwarf. Heal.
Hail.
You get the parasites, you get to position.
Yeah, they're killed.
Beam on pumpkin side. Once you're aggro.
Tuck barrage
Yes, on
on Zebo.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Beam on pumpkin side again.
Barrage incoming.
Around Mataba.
Shield, Mataba, shield.
Pop Harrison. I beam on Sylvia's side, Sylvia careful.
Barrage incoming. Full throttle.
High beam on Sylvia's side again. Careful. Okay, Hunters, melee swap. Recuperate.
Barrage soon.
Barrage on Lilo.
Lilo. Which side?
Pumpkin.
Barrage incoming.
On
Dimple.
Dimple. Eye blast on Pumpkin side against Doorway.
Sabo.
Yeah, please
Play
stay inside.
Barrage soon.
On Lilo. Okay, get your positions.
Refresh your rum if it's running out.
Beelies in groups. Stay spread, guys. Come on, range should not have more than one being hit. Shut up in the solid.
Demon 10.
Ready for fiends if they come. Fiends on island. Alright, get your air spines down. Range move a bit back. Get the raid up. Get it ready for fiends or demons rather.
Demons at 5, so those who are close move away from.
Remember to wait for the burst. Here they come. Wait for the burst. Start range. Start.
Range.
One
There
on
you can
Zeb.
go. Get the one on Sap. Right, get back. Quickly, 5 yards between everyone. Beautiful face so far. Get people up. Let's go.
Okay, MDR.
Aggro reset. Please fucking stop dealing damage on the transition. Spread out, melees in groups, ranged alone. Don't want to see two people getting hit. Fiend on Hoger. It's like, yeah. Wait for him to kneel.
Incoming.
There we go. Spread. Move back a bit. Jesus, guys.
What happened there?
He was then too close, I think. No, it was an instant heal on transition.
Demons in 5.
Demons incoming soon. Top the raid off. Please don't raise him now.
Demons.
Wait for the burst.
Demon on Zeb.
Range, go for the demon.
Go. Top the raid up.
Hilo, you're too close to me.
Hilo, move.
Yeah, stay spread, stay spread. Flame burst soon.
Jesus Christ. Please. Focus. Alright, phase 3, let's go. Aggro reset. No one damages. Melees in groups, ranged alone. Melees in groups. Melees in groups. Anilo, you need to make more distance to step next time. Don't get hit by it. Invoke. Commanding.
Tava and Sylvia, move a bit more right.
Yeah, I don't want to proc parry him.
Just wait for him to kneel. Alright.
Remember, don't trust the timer. Watch the Illidan.
Please stop with the instant heals. Like stop having hots on people when the transition happens. Pulling aggro.
I'm not pulling aggro, I didn't hear that.
Demons in 5.
Alright, rebuff marker.
Too far
Ready
away.
for demons. Top the raid.
Demons now, demons now.
Wait for the blast.
Yeah, range, you can just start it.
Let's go.
Melees go in. Don't move too close to the boss, please. Here.
Alright, back.
C5.
Get gawking up, get gawking up. Stay spread, stay spread. Alright, let's go. Careful with the heals, get ready with the reflections.
Don't hit him.
Take him to the other side now, Isius.
Oh, you're kidding me. Alright, very good try, very good try. Alright, so apparently this isn't healing aggro that's causing, or supposedly not healing aggro that's causing the initial Shadow Ball on the raid. It was healers dying both times. If we're not talking healing aggro, can someone please tell me what is causing it?
I think the
Oh.
first time was the wrong misdirect.
Sorry?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, some people claim it's not healing aggro, so I would like to hear the opposing argument.
Well, I was healing Keldros. I'm not even standing on Zeb's side.
Yeah, whenever we can't heal people with HOTS when we move. Oh well, let's see. How would we do this? We have to be careful because the first time was Liverpool, the second time was Smoker, right? So we have to be very careful with HOTS going into phase 4. If you have a HOT taking as he spawns, then can we please stop with the divine interventions? Like we talked about this. Then you'll automatically grab aggro unless the Curse of Doom is perfect. Yeah, I did release. It's reset. So basically, we need to. I'm not sure how we can do this. We might have to rely on other people than the druids then, or at least not heal with Life Bloom in that particular case because it attacks every second.
It wasn't my fault here, so.
Just to let you know, I'm dead in chat chat.
Again? Oh, you're kidding me.
But
Weird.
I'm not alone, I'm with Atius.
You got that correct, I guess.
What is up with this goddamn?
Yeah, I don't know.
Come on, guys, relax.
Try
Can't
to
do anything about
rest
it,
them.
so let's make the best of it. Was a
That is-
very promising try, and we can pull it off again.
Yeah, definitely. We finally managed to get a hold of Faithful and the demons. Looks very good.
I got the rest. Thank you. Saved me the long walk.
But I'm curious as to how if the Seb, can you give me an approximate on the accurate transition? Is he casting the moment he gets out, or?
Well, yes, he casts the moment he gets out. The only thing I can do is throw my dots on him while he transitions and start spamming Searing Pain. I can also try to time the Curse of Doom, but I mean, it's going to be off by a second, which is enough for someone.
Because I'm thinking the fact that it's the druids that get it suggests that it's just an instant cast he throws out whenever he turns, right? Because the more likely thing would be if there's at least an initial time, or how should I say, 1 or 2 seconds where he builds aggro before he casts, then it would be more likely to be a shaman or something who pulls aggro on the initial with a high chain heal. The fact that it's druids seems to suggest that it's just a low tick, a low life bloom, which should not aggro for more than a 200 threat with salvation on and our threat reduction talents. So I think we just have to be very, very careful with utilizing life bloom. We shouldn't really have anyone being too low as we go into that phase, right? The only other damage that's the agonizing flames. We might have to be careful with the life blooms at least when we go in there. Yeah, I think that's all we can do really, because it's a lot of damage.
Yeah, basically, Lilo has to somewhat time the misdirection. So whenever he just like 1 second after he stands up, just do a quick shot, and then Seb can just. Nobody does anything in that transition. Same with the normal phase. Nobody heals. Nobody. I mean, people should be topped off. Nobody should do anything. No mana pots. No nothing. Because every single thing can just trigger.
The position with MD is fine. The only issue with your position last time was that you accidentally creeped a bit too close to Sep, and the boss attack does an AoE around the target he hits. So you need to move a little bit further back after you've done your misdirection, basically. That was the only issue. Yeah, exactly. That's what the life flume playing aggro suggests. That it's unless there is some initial period and it's just the amount of hearts ticking that's doing it. That could also be the case. In which case, we just need to be careful with how many people we have hearts on when we transition into it. I need some new walls. But it seems we finally cracked the phase, which is
indeed
a good sign.
Oh yeah. Rinse and
getting the
repeat.
hang of it.
Yep, now we just need to rein it in.
Monka, say when you're ready.
She stated earlier that she's always ready.
yeah, I know, but she just pressed negative, so I just wanted to be sure. Right, come on, guys. Keep up the focus. You're doing amazing. We're having a really flawless phase 1 and 2. So let's just do a flawless phase 3 and 4. Because once we hit phase 5 and 4, we don't have any more parasites. So that means that we need to perfect phase 4. And then the phase 5 is pretty much to keep me alive.
Just in time, sir.
But I remain unconvinced.
The time has come. The moment is at hand.
This also means that Warlocks, as always on aggro swaps, be careful with tapping into the aggro swaps, into phase 4, you could say, because it will necessitate healing. Morka. Marco. Nile. Sebokir. Sebokir. Commanding.
Sebok here.
What's the chance on that?
You should shower more often.
Okay, positions. Beam on Sylvia's side, careful. Horizon Zebo.
Jesus.
Beam on Sylvia's side again, careful, careful. It's close. Okay. On Nyland.
Shield.
Palperism. Beam on Pumpkin's side, it's close to you. John.
A barge incoming.
Gonzalo. If you can blast, it's on.
What a delay for the ice.
Right, release and hunter switch. Beam on Sylvia's side. Sylvia, careful, careful. Horizon Salad again, healer. Beam on Sylvia's side again, careful. It's the opposite direction of the first. Manbo barrage. Beam on Pumpkins, you're saying?
Barrage incoming.
On Fiola. Position.
Melee's in 2 groups. Ranged alone. Please, guys.
Fiend in 5.
Fiend on Lilo. Fiend on Lilo. Take care of the Fiend. Range move back. Spread out. Some other raids. Ready for demons.
Demons incoming. Okay,
Yeah,
range on
let's
the
go.
demons. Okay, Nili, you need to move away now. Move away now.
Very nice demon. Ready for the next blast. Stay spread. Get the raid up.
Okay, don't do any damage.
Remember, it's aggro reset.
Farm group, melees.
Ranged alone. Don't let 2 range be hit, please. Please. Ulk. Here's an ult. Need the imp reposition set. I mean, a commanding shout. Don't trust the time. Just wait for him to kneel.
It's 10 seconds after the original time.
Marco, Shadow Fiend. Let's get the Shadow Fiend. Alright.
I'm moving to Fiola.
Move away
Back,
from
back.
me.
Get Mambo up. Mambo, remind yourself.
Shadow Fiends, Shadow Fiends. Inside the raid.
Yep. Alright. So, can people please explain to me why we did not take care of the Shadow Fiends here?
Guys, it's very, very simple. We have so many ranged. If you see parasites, you kill them. You don't let them run around. It's pretty ridiculous.
I don't know. Mine were killed beside Fiola. Who else got it?
Did we have 2 people with all the Fiends here? Serafina all. I think that might have been me. No? No,
It
maybe
says
that
me
was
then Zevo.
after. No, okay, that's after. Serafina Marco, Serafina Sevo. I think you also are the ones that get to Sevo.
Where was Zevo?
Because the demon phase starts before Shadow gets them, so yeah, they are the ones. So what happened with the fiends? They ran to Fiola and they had a frost trap.
Yeah, on Shola, it was me. They had a frost trap and they died. Nobody got him.
No, Sebo, what happens is you got attacked by them afterwards, it looks like. And then you got it. It seems, I think. And then I got it afterwards. You did not get the initial debuff, you got the debuff from the fiend, I think. So I'm guessing they must have hit you on the way. Let me just see if I can find it.
So basically, all ranged near the parasite, you have to switch and kill them. Pretty simple. They don't have any HP, so if they get to a target, you're slacking.
What happened is that one of Marco's fiends managed to attack Sebo before they were killed, it seems. And then, of course, Sebo gets the debuff afterwards. So that was basically what happened. Just a little bit of improper fiend handling, but yeah, Sebi at ATS says, especially on transitions here, do help out with them. Yeah, just focus on that. If you're ranged, of course not melees, but if you're ranged and you're in that area, then by all means do kill the fiends. Fiends and transitions is probably the most difficult part we're going to run into. Indeed.
Certainly helps.
Any little bit helps. They have very little HP. I should think a crossbow shot, even from a rogue, does 10% of their HP.
2 crits, they're dead. They have like 6k HP. Or 5k.
Alright.
Molten armor.
Good try, good try. Like I said, be sure to kill the parasites. I don't want to wipe due to parasites. Transitions is more likely, but we can have we have so many ranged. They have maybe, I don't know, 8k HP. It's nothing. So please focus up.
Druid buff, group 4. Thank you.
Let's see here. Yeah, it's true, Lilo. Seb, how do you need the misdirect? Because Lilo ends up being positioned very far away from the boss, so it's very difficult for her to actually hit him when phase 2 starts, or phase 4 starts.
No, it's fine.
Don't worry about it, Lilo. Thanks for pointing it out.
Manmo and Hogar at 0.
I'm using my only spirit scroll here. This has to be the kill.
Alright, let's go, let's go. It's a kill. You heard the man. Basically, we just managed to do it flawlessly on the transition / parasites. It's
We've come to end your reign, Illidan. My people and all of Outland shall be free.
Boldly said, but I remain unconvinced.
The time has come. The moment is at hand.
You are not prepared.
Killed us. Pumpkin boy. Heal. Sylvia. Marco. Like it's always the same people.
Do you want it?
Clearly. Sep. Get the fiends.
Team on Sylvia. Sylvia, careful. Careful, it's close. Barrage and kill. Beam on Sylvia's side again. Careful. Careful. Terrorism map.
Barrage incoming.
On Mango. Beam on Sylvia again. Careful. Yeah, I'm just careful.
Barrage soon.
I'm happy. Team on Sylvia again. Careful. Careful, careful. On set. Listen. On Sylvia again. Careful, careful. Very good job. Barrage on Pumpkin.
Shield the pumpkin.
Eye blast on Sylvia again. Careful.
Barrage incoming.
On Kelros. Okay. Positions. Don't go into the fire.
Commanding now, if you can. Oh, you're kidding me.
Rip.
Ouch.
Yeah, that was fast.
What was that, one shot?
Yeah, that was 2. It was we had time. It was 0.9 seconds, so we had time. A little less than 1 second. For 14 and then 15 basically, and then 14 or 14 and a half, 13 and a half. So it was a bit fast.
Oh no, loading screen.
Loading screen of death.
God. Well, I guess it's my turn to go to Shatrat. We'll see.
I think might too.
Right, I'm just gonna do a ready check. If you wanna try one last time, you press yes. If you don't, press
Marco will not be able to accept because he's on loading screen.
And so is Eller. I'm restarting.
Take that as a yes.
I'm restarting too.
Dead Shadowmoon Valley. Let's see. Oh, I'm in Netherstorm.
Lol.
That's new.
It's where the Hearthstone is. I guess it's where the Hearthstone is.
Let me
Yeah,
see
but I think you should walk.
okay. It seems like it was the last try. We had some good tries. So let's just try to do it better next time.
Rest Marco, please.
Fuck me. I'm going to the Spirit Healer. Fuck this.
Yeah,
Thanks for the run, guys.
Likewise, but yeah, we
Thank
spent
you.
the first time getting comfortable with phase 2, and this time getting more comfortable with phase 4. So
yeah,
looks good for next time.
Oh, but when you go to the Spirit Healer, it teleports you to Shadowmoon Valley. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm in Shadowmoon now. What the fuck, really?
But, it's a long fight. Really endurance fight.
Really long fight.
It's a 20-minute fight, basically.
Minimum.
Yeah. No, I think it's 20 minutes because that's the end rage, I think.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Good night.
Yeah, thanks for the raid, guys.
Likewise. And continuously good Easter, or at least what's left of it.
Yeah, the same.
No, this was actually, I felt this was really promising.
Yep.
Think about like Mushroom Vendor, Horde Guild spent about 2.5 months on Illidan before they claimed him. So it is a tough fight. Well, it's not a tough fight, but it's difficult to not make a mistake for 25 minutes straight.